Hello? I'm hungry. Oh, baby. Sam's Club Haul with $900 food.
Welcome to The Wall. Today we're going to see how Trump's new law, with its stricter requirements for food stamps, has left many women on the brink of collapse. What used to be a game of abusing the system is now a real risk. Fraud is no longer a prank. It's now a crime punishable by law. And the best part, we'll see how the era of everything for free is starting to come to an end. Smash that like button and help us reach our goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave your comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and without further introduction, let's get started.
Hungry. Hello? I'm hungry. Oh, baby, how old are you? I'm hungry. Okay. I understand you're hungry, but where's your mother? I'm so hungry. Okay, baby, let's try this another way. Are you home alone? No, I'm just hungry. But who's there with you? Just me and the empty refrigerator. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. If you could, please put your mother on the phone, then I can be able to help you. My mom right here, and she don't got no food stamps. And I don't want no noodles. I want a seafood boil. So could you put your mom on the phone? I'm hungry.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
This is a reflection of how rotten the system is. Mothers using their children as tools to beg and manipulate. It's not about need, it's about shamelessness. Teaching a little girl to lie to get food is not survival. It's raising the next generation of freeloaders. Meanwhile, the honest worker breaks his back with 60-hour weeks to feed his family, while watching others raise children who are better fed than his, but at the expense of someone else's effort. This isn't a poverty problem, it's a values problem. And when a society normalizes this, it's raising parasites, not productive citizens.
Sam's Club Haul with $900 food.
First, I did get 3 boxes of these chips. They were $18 each. Get a pack of pork chops, some beef stew, another pack of pork chops, and then I got 3 packs of chicken legs, a box of waffles, 2 boxes of hot pockets. We got these sausages like and these. They got 3 packs of chicken thighs. And we got a thing of these right here. A thing of oatmeal cakes. A thing of Oreos. A thing of fruit snacks. 2 boxes of honey buns. And then we got 2 cases of Yoo-hoo.
Meat was great. Pork chops, the chicken, you're going to have wonderful meals with that. But I'm curious to know is what you're going to serve them with. You're going to serve them with a side of powdered donuts? You're going to have pork chops and Hot Pockets for dinner? Wash it down with some Yoo-hoo. 2 cases of Yoo-hoo? I didn't even know they made canned Yoo-hoo anymore. I didn't know that was ever a thing to begin with. Absolutely not. Those of you who are in my comments, you're like, you're such a judgmental. Shut up. One lady's like, you're just jealous. Not even a little bit. That last thing I want is to have to be like that. Imagine thinking that somebody is jealous because they can't get food stamps. $900 you spent. Probably maybe 50, maybe 100 of that was on me. 2 cases of Yoo-hoo. People who are struggling don't buy Yoo-hoo. People who are struggling don't buy powdered donuts. People who are struggling do not buy $18 boxes of chips. You're gonna have chips with every meal? Your kids are gonna be 400 pounds by the time they hit 5th grade. We got that Medicaid too. Get that free insulin. What the fuck? These are not needy people. These are not people who are in need. These are not people who are struggling. People who are struggling do not buy this shit. They don't buy this shit. They deserve a sweet. No, you don't. You don't deserve a, you don't need a sweet treat. Let's be really honest. Again, I'm a big back girl, but I'm a big back girl on my own damn dime. I'm a big back girl because I like to bake my own cookies. And they're good. And I can do it for less than $20. So this shit is coming to an end. It's coming to an end starting in 2026. Some of the states have already adapted it. I think Iowa, you can't buy junk food with EBT in Iowa anymore. But for most of the states, it's going to be 2026. Not all of them. The usual outliers, they're not going to implement this. Probably because they're getting huge kickbacks from these fucking companies. I can't go after the companies when I got Gertrude out here just fucking feeding them, I won't win. This has to stop. Like, I can't believe this went on as long as it did under the goddamn radar. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Trump is not only going to bring order in 2026, he's going to shut off the tap to this whole culture of living off the state without giving anything in return. It's not just about banning candy and sugary sodas. It's about requiring that, if you want to receive assistance, you work a minimum number of hours per week. And if you commit fraud, that's it. Your benefits are gone. This is justice, because we all see people with carts full of junk food, drinking Yoo-hoo and buying luxury chips with taxpayer money, while a man working 60 hours can barely fill his fridge. It's time for those who want to eat well to earn it. And if they also learn to cook instead of living off Hot Pockets, all the better for everyone. This is how you make America strong again.
No wonder some people have been reporting that they have not been able to use their EBT card, or if they try to use it, it said the funds are not available because some damn USDA federal employee has just been charged with over $66 million in food stamp fraud with 5 other federal employees. This freaking scumbag goes by the name of Alyssa Davis, and she just was charged with over $66 million of food stamp fraud. And the fact that she's a black woman who got caught doing this, I just go, God damn it. Oh, no! Alyssa Davis has apparently been doing this for quite some time. I mean, let's just think about it. To get caught doing $66 million worth of food stamp fraud with only 5 other people helping you out, that's gotta be some kind of, like, either other people are just looking the other way and letting you do it, or you just were that dumb, but somebody just didn't catch you until now. What a coincidence. You get caught soon as Trump gets in office and people start looking at shit. If Kamala Harris had won, she would have never got caught. She would have never got caught. The mere fact that Donald Trump won and then appointed Doge to start looking and investigating fraud, that's the only way that she ever got caught. If Kamala Harris was president right now, she would be scot-free, still scamming the system out of millions of dollars in food stamps. It's just like, oh my God, yo. Alyssa Davis, as one of the members of the black delegation, I have to say that we do not condone this behavior. And that's all I got to say.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
$66 million stolen from the taxes of hardworking people, and on top of that, by someone who was supposed to serve the country. That woman is facing 75 years in prison, and honestly, I hope she serves every single one. It's not just that the system allows people who can work to live off other people's money. It's that now we're finding out they're looting it on a massive scale. If Kamala were in power, this would never have come to light. They'd still be lining their pockets while our veterans and retirees can barely survive. That's why it's important to impose exemplary punishments, so that every parasite living off fraud knows that sooner or later, they'll have to pay. The party is over here.
So y'all remember that time that I got on TikTok telling y'all about the food stamps? Do y'all remember that time I got on here and told y'all about the food stamps? Why the fuck did they turn my food stamps off? And I gotta pay back $35,000. They turned my food stamp off and I gotta pay back $35,000. Now I'm fucking aggravated because how y'all didn't know I was playing on here? Y'all just running with shit. But them motherfuckers really turned my goddamn food stamps off and I have to pay them back $35,000. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get $35,000 from, but I have to pay them back. So y'all, watch what y'all put on the internet because everything is not for the internet. And I learned that. Now I'm sitting here stuck, hungry as fuck, no food. And I don't got no fucking $35,000, so I don't know where they think I'm about to get that from.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Even the Bible warns that those who can't control their tongue get themselves into trouble, and here we see it clearly. This woman, instead of being discreet, filmed herself bragging about how she lived off the system and even teaching others how to commit food stamp fraud. Her ego and social media exposed her before any inspector could. Now she has to pay back $35,000. That's no small thing. It means she lived for years at the taxpayer's expense, taking resources away from families who actually work and truly need help. And the most ironic part is that she paints herself as a victim when she was the one who left the evidence. This is a reminder for many. Abuse and laziness have an expiration date, and in 2026, more than a few will learn to work the hard way.
Women.
Y'all, this lady just got 4 years for lying on her food stamp application, y'all. I didn't know you can go to the penitentiary, federal penitentiary, behind lying on your food stamp application. Oh, man, they done changed the game for real. I remember a long time ago, this female was like, you get food stamps? I was like, nah. She was like, you need to just start lying on your application. They can't do nothing but penalize you and take you off of it if they find... Oh, no, no, no. They done changed the game. You done lied on your application in order for the government to give you some assistance that you probably didn't even need, that you just wanted. So you lied to get more money than they was going to approve you for. So therefore, now she got 4 years. I just seen her video. I said, damn, she really got 4 years. Y'all better stop lying on them applications. See, people like me wish they can get food stamps. I wish I can get these things. That's why I make these videos. Because a person like me gonna use it as a stepping stone. Y'all get this shit and y'all sit on it for a year and y'all never do nothing with it. Y'all spin it up, buy your kids junk food. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Oh, hell no!
Fraud should be punished by law. If you are not in need and are fully able to work, you should have no reason to receive those food stamps. So I agree that it should be penalized, maybe not necessarily with prison, but at the very least, if you commit fraud, you should be barred from accessing other programs afterward.
$18 an hour and wanted to spend $125 on food. That is 2 days worth of work. 2 days worth of work. So guess what? Sitting in line for 2 hours for a food pantry is actually cheaper than me going to work for the food. Right? You all deserve free food. I deserve free food. You deserve free food. Why do I have to go to work for 3 hours to get that food?
Excuse how I look. I just finished mowing for like the 3rd time this week. Summer has been fucking weird. Everybody deserves free food, but then who's gonna grow the food? It takes more than 3 hours to grow the food. You gotta buy the seeds, you gotta prep for the seeds, you gotta plant the seeds, you gotta water the seeds, you gotta weed the seeds, you gotta pray over the seeds because it takes luck and quite a bit of it, okay? You gotta harvest the fruits from those seeds. Then you gotta store the fruits and load the fruits and sell the fruits and package the fruits. You gotta label the fruits and you gotta load the fruits again, and then you gotta truck the fruits, and then you gotta unload the fruits, and then you gotta price the fruits, and then you gotta store the fruits until it's time for them to be purchased. And coming to you as somebody who grew up on a farm, you have this idea that you want to live in this utopian society where everybody just works together and everybody gardens and everything's free. But the problem is I don't think you quite comprehend the amount of work that would actually go into that. The fact that you were a drain on this society where everything is pretty much handed to you, okay? I don't think you'd make it. I wouldn't want you in my utopian society because you would be a drain on that society as well. There would always be an excuse. There would always be a reason that you couldn't get up and go do the work. All of the things that I listed in that above little monologue, okay, are all the things that need to get done in order for food to get to your plate. You'd have some reason. You're sick. You got a headache. You got a migraine. Your husband's sick. Your kids are sick. There'd be some goddamn excuse why you couldn't do it. Then you would turn around and you would expect the fruits of everybody else's labor to feed you and your kids as well. Not only just to feed you and your kids, but you would expect more, because it takes more to fuel the body that you have built. I don't know you, but I know people like you, and you will always have an excuse as to why you can't put in the work. I hope karma comes for you. I hope she humbles you in ways that most of us can't even comprehend. Maybe she already has, because with all of our struggles, okay, with all of the unfairness of this whole thing, I wouldn't trade places with you for one fucking second. Just knowing that my entire existence, my children's entire existence depends on the handouts of others would be enough to send me to the fucking grave. The shame that would come from that, the embarrassment, the uncomfortableness of it all. That I could not survive on this planet without the handouts from other people. You also said in your other video that the government is fully aware of how much money that you make every month, and that's why you can qualify for these benefits, you and your husband, because your husband's disabled, but not really disabled, right? He's only disabled up here. Kind of like you. Newsflash, young lady, we are all a little disabled up here, okay? The thing is, I hardly doubt that the state is looking at your PayPal account because TikTok only pays through PayPal. It doesn't pay through a bank. Are you reporting this income? Because your views are off the charts, and if you're making near as much as I am, you aren't going to qualify. Are you reporting this TikTok income? Because TikTok's no longer sending out these tax documents. When I sat down and did my taxes last year, I had to have all my PayPal statements because they never sent me a W-2. They never sent me anything in order to do them. Was that dumb on my part? I think so. I'm starting to think so, yeah. But I did it anyway because if I know anything, the government will make an example of somebody, and I can't afford to be that somebody right now. Are you reporting it? I doubt you are. And even if this is rage bait, and it very well might be, you still deserve all the hate that you get. You are literally making an entire class of people look god-awful.
This is what happens when a country turns into a daycare for adults. Everything is handed out for free until it's driven to ruin. Just look at Argentina, a nation broken by dependency. And yet here we are following the same path. We're a capitalist nation acting worse than a communist country, while in places like China, where nothing is handed out, they're building infrastructure, growing companies that dominate the world, and training students who outperform ours. The truth is simple. A father who lives off the government raises children with the same parasite mentality. Back in the 60s and 70s, men worked themselves to the bone to set an example, and that forged the greatest generation. Today, the example kids get is how to hold out their hand and live off others. But enough is enough. The money you get for free comes out of the pocket of the one who actually gets up to work. With Trump, the circus is over. If you don't want to sweat, then let your stomach growl. No one has the right to live off someone else's effort.
I'm a single mother of 9 kids, which means there are 10 of us in the household. So yes, I do spend about $3,000 a month in groceries. That's only $300 a month per person. It really sucks that my food stamps got cut from $3,000 to $800 because I can't feed a family of 10 off of $800 a month. And the money I was saving from not having to spend on groceries, I was using to pay our mortgage payment. My mortgage is about $2,800 a month. And thankfully I do get child support because I have 5 different baby daddies. Thank God I have so many baby daddies, because if I only had one and they only gave me like a certain percentage of his paycheck, I genuinely don't know what I would do. But I do have 5 different ones. So I do get paychecks from all 5 of them. And I did get a part-time job. I was a stay-at-home mom, but when this happened, I decided I'm going to have to get a part-time job just so I can feed my kids. Thankfully, all my kids are school age and summer is almost over, so I'm not going to have to worry about daycare costs. All this to say, $3,000 a month is a very reasonable amount for me to be getting from the government since I have a family of 10.
This is the real problem. A woman getting $3,000 a month just for having kids. And on top of that, most of those living off the government are the ones reproducing the most. To make matters worse, many claim to be single mothers, so the system showers them with benefits, even though they actually have a partner, destroying their own family just for free money. This isn't need, it's blatant abuse. And the worst part is that the one who works, pays taxes, and maintains his household ends up funding someone who's never wanted to produce anything. That's why Trump's policies are necessary, to cut these frauds at the root and force more than a few to get a job instead of using their children as the state's ATM.
If you have food stamps in Louisiana, you can no longer purchase your sodas, your candies, or your energy drinks. Skylar, this is a good thing. People are going to be helped. Why are you forcing people what to eat? This is all about control. It starts in Louisiana, then it starts everywhere else. Just like with the disposables.
You can still buy them, you just have to use your money to do it now. You can no longer use taxpayer dollars to buy that shit. Nobody's controlling you. The EBT program was supposed to be a supplemental program, not a snack haul, not for your energy drinks, not for your Olipop, not for your cans and cans and cans of Coca-Cola. You can still buy all that. You are free to take yourself down to the store and grab it, all of it, but you're gonna do it on your own dime. Welcome to the land of necessities only, where the majority of us have been living for the last 6 or 7 years, or longer. Snacks, sodas, prepackaged cookies, those were all special items. Those are items that you get after you get your meals all purchased. Those were items that you get after your needs and your necessities are taken care of. Those are not items that you get supplemented when you want them. This argument is so fucking ridiculous. You're so ridiculous.
It's funny because it's true.
They can't eat when they have to spend their own money. Interesting. There's plenty of free food they can still buy. The problem is they're too lazy to work and even lazier to cook. They want everything easy, and that's the nation we've been building. People who want everything instantly without lifting a finger. But of course, it has to be at someone else's expense, because someone has to pay for it, and we all know it won't be them. Honestly, 2026, when this is applied on a large scale, is going to be a very entertaining year. We'll see a lot of people crying over having to cook healthy food. We'll see farmers happy, and we'll also see many tears from people of working age losing their food stamps and having to break their backs like every taxpayer. Amen for Trump. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about removing sugary foods from food stamps? What's your opinion on sending to prison those who commit food stamp fraud? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from The Wall.